Hey guys, Omega Quest DM here once again, doing another conversion for you on some miniatures. And what we have here are some guys that I've gotten from Troll and Toad. These guys are in the horror click section. If you look for this guy, and I apologize, I don't have any that I haven't converted yet. They have candy in their hand, and this sword is normally behind their back. Now, I'll tell you the first part of this. I'll just talk you through the conversions. They're super easy to do. Number one, clip off the stupid piece of candy and throw those in the trash. Those are of no use whatsoever. Second part is if you can do this with a lighter, or what I prefer to use and what I use to do arms and legs with is a foam cutter. You can get them. They're just a long rod that gets hot. And if you put those underneath the area of the armpit right here, you can gently bend those back up to the front. Now I'll show you what I do after I do that. I cut a little piece of dowel and I wedge that underneath to hold the arm until it's sturdy, until it's hardened back again. Then I take my green stuff. Now these guys actually are wearing just a black vest under this with like blue jeans. And they don't look medieval at all. They don't look fantasy at all. But what you can do is you can turn these into a thieves' band. You can turn these into, if you're using like levies for miniature armies, and you want some really cheap levies to add, or conscripts for armies, these work really cool. Take the green stuff, just wrap it around, do like a flowing tunic, put a hood on them, and just work with the miniature. Let the green stuff go where it needs to go. Put in like your wind blowing aspects. These guys are not painted up yet, but we're going to paint these up in battle tunics and so on. Now, there's another thing you can do is you can cut the sword out of their hands, and you can use your green stuff, and you can make pikes or halberds or spears. This is just green stuff that has been put, and that's not cut to scale yet, but you just trim all that up, and you can make pole arms for these guys. Now what I've also done over here is these are some guys from HeroClix. This guy here, his name is I think Starchild, and not a very good miniature. So using some green stuff, I've turned him into a battle mage and got a really nice flowing cloak there on him, and he's going to be doing some spells and stuff. Now these are still on. When I play these, a lot of times I just cover over the old Mage Click or horror or the HeroClix mini bases. I'm going to be rebasing these, completely taking them off and putting them on new bases. And Hobby Lobby, wooden section, just get some of the wooden dowels, or the wooden discs. And let's see here. We've got some right here. There we go. Love these things. Get a whole bag of these. $2.99. Wood shop. These are 22 pieces for $2.99. They make great bases. They make them in squares, whatever. You can redo these. This guy is going to be, he was some kind of a superhero, Mr. Fantastic or something. Probably one of the stupidest miniatures that's ever been made. But I'm making him to be like a town butcher. And so he's got his apron on, and he's going to get repainted in appropriate colors to go along with that. This guy, I don't remember what his name is, but he was some kind of a fantastic person. And again, just a very bland miniature. But I'm changing him over to be an elven leader. For some reason, he has elven ears, even though he's a superhero. So he's going to be getting a repaint. This one I'm kind of proud of. It's another one of these, just a little different. And we've given him padded armor. And we've created for him a quiver with arrows on the back from a wooden dowel. And put a bow in his hand. And he'll get a new paint job and a new base. And he'll be ready to go. Here we've got a really cool looking hero guy. We've got him with a big two-handed sword there on the side, fantasy sword. Going to have a breastplate on. Put the green stuff on. Go back after you've put your green stuff on. Use your sculpting tools. Go back in there and put in some detail. And we'll paint that up as armor. Added him a nice flowing cape there. We'll paint that and his gloves all up. Now this guy was really cool. He already was wearing a cape, but it didn't have a cowl. So I just simply added the hood to it, and he's going to get a new paint job, and he would make a great looking like assassin or spy or magic user or anything. My professional painter over there says he needs to be an assassin. So Olivia says he needs to be an assassin. But lots of stuff you can do. These miniatures right here, folks, I got these when these were 10 cents. That's right, 10 cents. I think they're up to 35 cents now. That is an unreal price for a mini that is very posable. You can do lots of stuff with these guys. By adding green stuff, you could turn these guys into pirates. You could turn these guys into a thieving band. If you're playing like a Sherwood Forest type adventure, these guys, you could take these out and put guns in their hands. I mean, virtually anything is possible with these little miniatures, and I love them. And they're from HorrorClix, so check them out. Here I've still got one that is still drying. You see how that I prop his hand up so that it holds the position. But check those out. Easy, simple conversion. Hope you find this interesting. This is Omega Quest DM, and hope you enjoy these things. One other real quick conversion. These guys I've been working on. I don't even know what these guys are. They're from Mage Knight, but they're some type of a surgeon. They have pliers and a hook on their hand. And what I've done is use green stuff, and I've replaced the hook with a big gauntlet hand that I'm going to paint silver, and then I've given them like cutlasses. So these are going to be some like troll type, warrior fighter type things. Paint job on these is pretty good, so not a lot of touch up on those. Hope you enjoy. Have a great time. Have a good weekend. Talk to you later.